Welcome to all. In this video we will see about amino acids, 20 amino acid structures, how to easily remember them, and we will see the classifications and properties of amino acids. In general, amino acids consisting of one amine group and one carboxyl group, and these amine and carboxyl groups are linked by a carbon called as alpha carbon. With this alpha carbon, the R groups, certain aliphatic compounds are added here. In neutral solution, amino acids express Zwitter ion properties. The Zwitter ion means it is a dipolar ion. Here what happens means the hydrogen proton from the COOH is released and interacted with NH2. So it becomes NH3 positive and COOH becomes COO negative. So altogether one negative charge and one positive charge is there. So net charge is neutral and it is Zwitter ion character. When we dissolve these amino acids in the acidic solution, the proton present in the acidic solution is interacted with COO minus and becomes COOH. So ultimately the NH3 plus will give positive charge. So in acidic solution the amino acids got positively charged and it is moving towards negative electrode. Whereas if we dissolve the amino acids in the base solution, one hydrogen from NH3 and OH in the COOH is released as a water molecule, so ultimately it has negatively charged, so it is moving towards the positive charge electrodes. Now we will see the general characteristics. The amino acids absorb 280 nanometer UV light, so this wavelength is used to quantify the proteins, and they exist as colorless in the solution and soluble in polar solvents, and 20 amino acids are synthesized by cellular machineries. Now we will see the structure of 20 amino acids one by one. First, simplest amino acid is called glycine. Here the amine group and carboxyl groups are linked by a alpha carbon, that's all. So it is the simplest amino acid known as glycine. It is referred by the 3-letter code GLY and single letter code is called G, and it is hydrophilic and non-polar in nature. The next amino acid is called alanine. In the glycine amino acid, one methyl group is added in the R group, then it is called as alanine. It is referred by the 3-letter code ALA and 1-letter code is capital A. It is hydrophobic and non-polar in nature, become polar based on the solvency with certain solution. The next amino acid is called valine. In the alanine, two more methyl groups are added as a branch, then it is called as valine. It is referred by the 3-letter code VAL and 1-letter code V, and it is hydrophobic in nature. The next amino acid is called leucine. In the valine, just before the second methyl group, one more methyl group is added and it is called as leucine. It is referred by the 3-letter word LEU and 1-letter code is capital L, and it is hydrophobic and non-polar in nature. Next amino acid is called isoleucine. Here the last branched methyl group is moved and linked with second methyl group in the iso position, so it is called as isoleucine. It is referred by the 3-letter code ILE and 1-letter code is capital I, and it is hydrophobic in nature and non-polar. And next amino acid is called serine. This serine is containing OH group. The structure is just we draw the alanine and add the OH in the last methyl group, then it is called as serine, and it is referred by the 3-letter code SER and 1-letter code is capital S. Since it contains OH group, it is highly suitable for phosphorylation. It can accept phosphate molecules, so it is called as phosphorylating amino acids that plays major role in the conformational changes of proteins or peptide molecules in the biological function. It is hydrophilic and polar in nature. The next amino acid is threonine. 3-letter term is THR, 1-letter word is T. To derive here, the OH group is present in the second carbon instead of last carbon in the case of serine. So one more methyl group is added with serine at the end is called threonine. Here also OH is present, so it plays major role in the phosphorylation, and this is also a phosphorylating amino acid, very important for biological functions of proteins, and it is hydrophilic, become polar in the presence of hydroxyl and NH group solventing agents. The next compound is cysteine. To derive cysteine, take the alanine and in the last methyl group add one sulfur SH. So cysteine is called by 3-letter code CYS and 1-letter code is C, and it contains one S. So it is called sulfur containing amino acids. The sulfur plays major role in the disulfide bond formation in the amino acid chains. That means the folding of protein molecules. Methionine, here it is a 4 carbon amino acid and the sulfur is present between 3 and 4th carbon, and it is called by MET in the 3-letter and 1-letter code is capital M, and this is also a sulfur containing amino acid. The next amino acid is aspartic acid. 3-letter code is ASP and 1-letter code is capital D. Here carboxyl group is added in the alanine amino acid molecules, and since it carries negatively charged, it is a acidic amino acid. Next amino acid is glutamic acid. So here one more methyl group is added, it is called as glutamic acid. This also acidic in nature, so negatively charged amino acid. And next one, in the aspartic acid, instead of carboxy-COO, one amine is added, that is NH2, then it is called as asparagine. Similarly, in the glutamic acid, one NH2 is added, it is called glutamine. The asparagine is called by 3 letters ASN and its 1-letter code is N. And glutamine 3-letter word is GLN and its 1-letter code is Q. And it is hydrophilic. And the next amino acid is lysine. It contains 5 carbon amino acid and in the last methyl group NH3 plus is present, so it is a positively charged amino acid. And the next amino acid is arginine. It is a 5 carbon chain amino acid. Between 3 and 4, the last carbon is surrounded by 3 nitrogen compounds, and one nitrogen compound is in ionic NH2 plus form to make it positively charged. Next amino acid is phenylalanine. In the alanine, the phenyl group is added in the last methyl group, then it is called as phenylalanine. Its 3-letter code is PHE, 1-letter code is F. The phenyl compounds are known for its aromatic properties, so this amino acid is known as aromatic amino acids and it is hydrophobic in nature. Next amino acid is tyrosine. Its 3-letter code is TYR and 1-letter code is Y. The phenylalanine OH group is added, that means hydroxyl group, then it is called as tyrosine. Already we discussed the presence of hydroxyl group enables the amino acid to undergo phosphorylation. So this is the third amino acid which is capable of phosphorylating. So only 3 amino acids among the 20 amino acids are capable of taking phosphate molecules. Those 3 are called phosphorylating amino acids. The next amino acid is proline. In the alanine amino acid structure, 2 methyl groups are added and second methyl group is linked with the amine compound NH2 by a simple hydrogen bond. So it is called as heterocyclic amino acid and it is also called as amino acid. The reason is one of the carbon is linked with the amine NH2 group, so it is called as amino acid. It is deviating the normal amino acid properties. It is called as PRO and its 1-letter code is P. Next amino acid is histidine. So histidine is a 4 carbon amino acids. In this, the last 2 carbons are linked by 2 NH group and one more carbon is present in between 2 amines. Common property of histidine is it is a kind of metal binding amino acid such as heavy metals and it is a positively charged amino acid. The next one is tryptophan. So we take the alanine amino acid. and add 2 more carbon, and last 2 methyl groups are linked by phenyl compound, and the last carbon and phenyl compound is linked by the amine NH. Since it is containing phenyl, it is also a aromatic amino acid and it is hydrophobic in nature. We will see some of the character based classification of amino acids based on what we discussed over the 20 amino acids. The first category is charged amino acids. Here two groups are there, one is positively charged and another one is negatively charged. The basic amino acids are lysine, arginine and histidine, since they have NH+, and negatively charged amino acids COO- are aspartic acid and glutamic acid. And hydrophilic amino acids are glycine, serine, cysteine, threonine, tyrosine, asparagine, glutamine. Hydrophobic amino acids are alanine, valine, leucine, isoleucine, methionine, proline, phenylalanine and tryptophan. So you try to memorize these classifications and also you have to memorize the structures, then you will get broader idea about the properties and importance of different amino acids. In addition, the non-polar category amino acids are G for glycine, A for alanine, V for valine, leucine and isoleucine. And polar compound amino acids are serine, threonine, asparagine and glycine. So glycines behave both polar and non-polar under the solvent conditions. And sulfur containing amino acids are cysteines and methionine. And aromatic amino acids are phenylalanine, tyrosine and tryptophan. Heterocyclic amino acid example is proline and it is also called as amino acid. And based on nutritive values or dependence of the biological organisms, amino acids grouped into essential amino acids. These amino acids cannot be de novo synthesized by the mammalian organisms. Those are histidine, isoleucine, leucine, methionine, phenylalanine, threonine, tryptophan and valine. And phosphorylating amino acids are serine, threonine and tyrosine. And simple amino acids not having special functional groups are glycine, valine, alanine, leucine and isoleucine. The heterocyclic amino acids are tryptophan, histidine and proline. Branched chain amino acids are leucine, isoleucine and valine, and amine containing amino acids are asparagine and glutamine. So these are all some other special classifications of amino acids. Thank you for watching this video.